Hello, everybody, and welcome to the GameSpot live from pre-E3, or is it? I guess it's E3 day 2 now. It gets earlier and earlier every year.
It's always E3.
It's always E3. The whole year is E3. We're here to do the Xbox E3 pre-show. We're going to be talking about the rumors, the games we're anticipating to show up. Basically, get very excited because it looks from the rumor mill. It sounds like Xbox is going to have a very exciting show this year. Joining me is Callie Plaguey.
Hello.
Hello, Peter Brown.
What's up, y'all?
And Mike Mahardy.
Hi.
Who is going to be manning the tweets. So earlier today, I put out a call. If you use the hashtag GameSpotE3, give us your predictions, your hopes, your fears for this year's Xbox press conference. We'll be reading them out on air, discussing them. Basically, we want to know what you think is going to happen.
Got a bunch of good ones already.
Good. We'll
get to them.
We'll get to those in a second. So what we know so far, Xbox have done a run through, and they say it's going to be coming in at 100 minutes. So, you know.
A full hour.
That's like 2 hours.
A full whole hour.
Yours is better.
And a bit more. Which seems like a long time. I mean, like, coming into this, people were thinking, oh, what does Xbox have? Kind of a lot, from the sound of it. 15 new games. Pete, what do you think we're going to see?
Well, I think we're going to see sequels to games we've seen plenty of times at every other E3 in the past few years. But I really want to see some new stuff I don't see coming.
We did a chat last week, and we were hoping for some surprises. I guess one of those surprises has already leaked. Nier coming out for Xbox. Callie, did you see that coming?
I did not. Super did not see that coming. But I was expecting some more support from Japanese publishers, because last year we did have Bandai Namco with like Code Vein and Dragon Ball FighterZ, for example. So I was expecting a little bit more Japanese stuff than maybe you would expect from Xbox, but I wasn't expecting Nier.
In the gap, that is left, that's been left by Scalebound, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Plug that gap with Japanese developers. Actually, saying that Harada-san and Ono-san are there, possibly talking about Street Fighter cross Tekken, hopefully.
Oh, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
People have been telling me for years that game doesn't exist anymore, and I've been calling them fools.
Could this be the year?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Mike, what are the tweets saying?
We've got a few, like Fable. A new Fable seems to be a few things. Brittany Brombacher from What's Good Games, who will be on our co-op stage tomorrow? Tuesday. I don't know. One of these days when What's Good comes on our stage, she'll be there. She's saying, "Give me Fable." Like I would love a Fable, like a good Fable. Maybe not Fable 4, but not Fable 4, but like a reboot. What was it? Legends was just dumb.
Oh, was that the
That was the car?
the Connect one?
It was.
Yeah,
it was
the
initially Connect.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like you're on a wagon or something. I
can
would
be
love
sure.
a Fable, but people are just saying like, yeah. In terms of sequels, we'll probably see Halo 6.
Yeah.
Whatever it ends up being called.
Well, again,
whether it's like a hard reboot, I doubt that, or just a continuation of Guardians.
well, I mean, it's from the seems like the 343 was like ever going to be like a trilogy. It seems like this is probably going to be, if it is going to be Halo 6. There was a rumor going around the other day that's called Infinity,
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
which is I think it's the ship.
Yeah,
That was
the name of the ship that you go on is when you go to the actual like location of Halo 4 and whatnot.
Yeah.
Gears 5 maybe in terms of sequels. We're talking about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was going to say, like, are people wanting to see these big name, like, sequels from Microsoft from their first party because, like, the lackluster reception to Halo 5, Gears was good. I enjoyed Gears 4, actually, for what it's worth, but it kind of feels like a bit soon, and I kind of don't want them to rely on those names when what they should be doing is surprising us with new things, right?
Yeah, I think this is like one of the best opportunities they have to really surprise people because there has been so many canceled projects and a lack of new announcements in the past few years. Like, they have every opportunity to really own E3 by doing things that nobody would expect. And some of that stuff may even come from third-party publishers, right? It might not just be stuff that Microsoft is developing or publishing itself. We know CD Projekt Red is going to be at the show. If Microsoft could potentially nab whatever they're showing,
well, they did
a
have
big
that
deal.
very good relationship with CD Projekt on The Witcher. Like, Witcher was always on the Xbox stage. What do you, I mean, like, how long has it been now since Cyberpunk was even announced? Like 5 years?
this is about 2012.
Yeah, like 6 years now.
Yeah.
Because they announced it before 3 was even. Was that before 3 was even like a thing?
Oh yeah, it was at GDC a long time ago. I think it was actually my first GDC with GameSpot. To put that into any perspective.
one of many people saying they think there's going to be a big price drop in the X.
That is kind of the thing that's going around Twitter right now. Everyone's
was-
saying like probably going to go down to $400.
Hector, please, apologies if I'm butchering that, is on Twitter was saying that, and then also mentioned Ori 2, Will of the Wisps.
Yep.
And he also mentioned misleading exclusive announcements, which is I'm assuming is
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
well, like
Time
they
exclusive.
did with,
Yeah.
Tomb Raider for a while.
Exclusive in quotation marks.
Do you think
Yeah.
they'll do that with Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I mean, would they even talk about? They wouldn't talk about that before Square's
Well, I
press
don't
conference
know.
tomorrow morning,
I
would they?
think
They
they
could.
maybe
Yeah,
would.
they could.
Like
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, for God's sake,
yeah.
announcing their delay at a concert 2 days before their
Right.
press conference. But people were maybe saying that they saw the Xbox logo might have been the sting at the beginning of the trailer that they saw at the conference. So it could be that we see some Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy 15 was on the stage a couple of years ago, but that was, from what I remember, not a good showing for that game. It was that very strange boss battle that just like the demo didn't really look.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was kind of awkward. If we see Kingdom Hearts, good.
maybe like a new world or something?
Yeah, well, people were saying that like you can see Sora and I think Remy from Ratatouille
Still haven't
enjoying
seen
a meal.
Ratatouille.
It's a good film.
It's a great
Haven't
film.
seen it.
Yeah,
Watch
I haven't
quite a
seen
bit.
Ratatouille in forever.
Yeah.
I watched Coco recently.
On
That was
Netflix?
really good. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that start with the letter C, are we going to see Crackdown?
What a segue!
That's still a leak, right?
Huh? No,
that's
they
still
confirmed
a.
it.
No,
they did confirm it.
They
right?
confirmed it's delayed,
and
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's a further packed early 2019.
Yeah,
which I'm sure
yeah.
you're excited about.
Yeah, well, you know it.
Review City.
Reviewman.
USA.
Yeah, I would almost. Gosh, I don't want to see any more of that game right now. I don't want to be reminded of this thing that we've seen every year for the past 5 years that is still not anymore real.
Because when was it meant to come out? It was meant to come out in like
2015
years ago,
I think,
yeah.
was the original, or maybe was it 16?
Oh, was it 16?
Might have been originally 2015.
Yeah.
They've delayed it what 5 times now? Not
It was
exaggerating
like a
at all.
lifetime ago. I don't know.
Yeah. Many moons. I also have John Rivero, or no, Carlos Zero saying Halo Royale. We've already got one
Why not
battle
ex-
royale. Yeah.
any
Why
game that has
not?
guns, I think at this point.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Though.
one
There was
battle
the
royale.
rumor that it would be the Gears. I was reading there were going to be 3 Gears titles allegedly. So one of them would be a battle royale. One of them would be like an RTS, like Halo Wars,
Yeah.
but with
Okay.
Gears, and
Yeah.
then one would be like a main series.
I could do with more Gears if they just mix up the tone or the aesthetic just a
Yes.
little bit. Just make me feel like I'm not playing an extension of the previous games.
right.
Gears of War Judgment, one of the most underrated
No,
games
that
of
game
last
was good.
generation.
I
Okay,
really
thank
like
you.
that good, yeah.
Most people argue with me when I bring that up and say it was very underrated. I like that game a lot.
It was a little experimental. I like the way they told those little stories and stuff.
Gears RTS, what would that be like? The people that did Halo Wars,
That's a
like
Creative
Ensemble
Assembly,
and Creative
right?
Assembly.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Ensemble did the first game, right? And
Yeah.
then Creative Assembly, and in concert with 343. So this would be what the coalition in them. That'd be.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
I mean, the thing I liked most about Halo Wars was that it did integrate things about Halo that made sense. Like I think the first mission of Halo Wars 2 is like a warthog run, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
So like I would kind of like to see a take on Gears of War in that same vein.
That would be a very cool way of kind of just sort of repurposing your property in a way, which I
Yeah.
think would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially given Microsoft over the last few years, their increased commitment to PC gaming as well. Like it's a very PC-esque title, you would maybe assume. But I mean, that's obviously just a rumor at this point. We're not actually sure what Microsoft is going to show, but it seems like a lot. In terms of other first-party, Forza.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a Horizon year, if the past few years have been anything to go by.
3 was great.
Yeah,
I liked
right.
3. That was my first Forza Horizon. I liked it. I still sometimes like if I just don't want to think about something I'm playing, I'll play that. I don't mean that as an insult. It's just perfect for that.
It's like
dare
a
you.
good podcast game.
Yeah,
I have
thank
many
you.
good
That's a much
podcast-
more flattering way to
podcast
say
games.
it.
So where, if not Australia, would you want it to be set? Because 3 was like a condensed.
Yeah, well, because the Crew 2 is already America as well as the first
Right.
one, right? America. It was a dumb America in the first game, but I don't know. Somewhere in Asia, I feel like I don't see
Okay.
many racing games there aside from like certain tracks that are actually taking place in. I don't know.
So the
It's a good question.
Ooh. First one was a little bit of feedback there. First one was Europe. Then we had Colorado, Europe, and Australia. But
Canada. Here we come.
Canada will be sick.
oh, so
don't
this is
know.
footage from
Yukon?
Forza Horizon 3
Yeah,
here.
there's just 3. 3 was very
A lot of fun with 3.
because I mean you could ostensibly actually play through a lot of the missions, but I usually just drove around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous. I would love to see pretty much anywhere.
Yeah,
in
because
A
what
New
was last
Horizon.
year? Forza Motorsport
7.
7?
Was it 7?
Jeez,
They brought the Porsche on.
it was up there. Bart Jacasa says a banjo announcement for Smash.
For Smash. What?
I love the layers of that so much because at first I was like banjo, and then it went to Smash, and that was the weirder thing.
My dream would be a third full banjo title.
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
Something to finally top Tui as the best banjo game.
Listen, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this
Wanna get your
here.
mom
I don't have
involved?
time.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this today.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
It's a reboot of the lobby we're doing right now. No, I don't know. There was a lot that they didn't do with banjo because like stop and swap. Still can't do that. So I don't know what I would want out of a third banjo, you know?
Maybe
Did
a
you-
sequel to Nuts and Bolts.
No.
Wow.
Did you play? Oh, what was the game that they the Kickstarter one? Oh,
Ukulele?
yeah.
Eh,
Did that scratch the?
no.
No.
I didn't. I thought it was meh.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I remember reading a review, and you could kind of tell that you were just like,
Any,
Yeah.
kind of love this.
I don't know. I don't know if I would want another banjo. Like if that was announced today, I would be excited, but I'm not like that's the thing I want, you know?
Yeah.
What about new Perfect Dark? People have been mentioning. Because Perfect Dark Zero was not that good.
Yeah.
That was like
It
a
was not.
360 launch title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really early on. I mean, I played a
It's
lot
been
of
a
it
while.
because I liked the first Perfect Dark. And then I played Perfect Dark again recently with the Rare collection a couple of years ago. If they did a new Perfect Dark, would that still have to be Rare? Now that they're done with...
Have to be? I don't know.
It wouldn't have to be.
Because, I mean, they're... I don't know if the whole studio is still supporting Sea of Thieves. I'm assuming they are. I don't know if they'd move on to it or if they've been working on a new title yet.
Are they going to talk about Sea of Thieves here? I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that's what I was
committed to
wondering.
that still. But their
Well,
last update
I'm-
did not do a whole lot.
No, but the guys are all out here. I've been seeing them
Yeah.
tweeting that they're all here. I think they're doing a panel on Jeff Keighley's show talking about, how Sea of Thieves has been going down. I would imagine we might see an update or like at least a promise of a more comprehensive update maybe in
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
Like look out for it later this year kind of thing. But if we want to talk about British Xbox developers, let's talk back about that Fable rumor. So it is Playground, recently purchased by Xbox. They're the guys who make Forza Horizon. They've also been hiring for a action role-playing game. People are saying it's Fable.
Yeah.
I think Eurogamer did a thing and they're like, yep, it's Fable. What would we want to see from a Fable 4?
So I actually liked Fable 3 more than most people. Fable 2 is my favorite, but Fable 3 I don't think is as bad as people tend to thrash it for being. Fable 4, I would just kind of like to see them actually go back to the RPG roots. First Fable was one of my favorite like RPGs, period. And I know it was like a lot of RPG light elements, and then they kind of did the whole like Morrowind, Skyrim thing of like, it was one of the earlier games to actually like, in order to improve a skill, you had to use it, which I really liked. I would like to see them go back to their RPG roots and stop just trying to be gimmicky, which I feel like obviously Fable Legends was the peak of that. It just like, I don't know if they do a reboot, or I would be satisfied with a Fable 1 remaster.
I was going to say, probably a remake.
Yeah.
A remake of it.
I was gonna say that, so I have to admit something a little embarrassing. I wasn't allowed to play Fable because it was rated M. So I would love to play it now because I feel like going back to it now, I feel like that would be a little hard. I would love a remake or remaster. Give me a chance.
This was last year you're talking about.
Yeah, though. I've just had word they already did that. But the Fable 1 remaster remake allegedly.
Really?
Right, they did that for...
Oh right, they did.
Wasn't that for last generation?
We're good at our jobs.
Listen, we have a lot of games to play.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, like, I've never really been that big of a Fable fan. Like, I played 2,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I started 3, but I think at that point I was getting severe RPG fatigue. I think by
Yeah.
the time I was actually playing Fable 3, I also had, like, Skyrim on the go and stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of went in, like, a bit too deep and I got a little bit fed up of it. But I think it's been away for a long enough time. And hopefully that means that, like, the cancelled Fable game that they cancelled a couple of years ago when they shut down Lionhead,
Right.
hopefully, like, because imagine being those developers, you work on something for a couple of years, it's like it was playable. Like, I played some of that game, and
Yeah.
then just to have it cancelled like that. So I hope at least for them, even if stuff doesn't get reused, some of their ideas maybe, it would just be nice to have Fable continue in such a way, because it is an institution for Xbox. It's a very beloved franchise for them. So hopefully we do get to see something from Fable.
I'd love to just play a game just as this chicken. I'm liking this a whole lot.
I've got a tweet that says, I want to see Phil Spencer kill a man on stage.
And consume his soul.
I forgot that part.
For
that's
me,
a
the
good
most
segue.
critical point.
What do you think? You think he's going to do his normal T-shirt reveal?
Absolutely.
What was it? It was Battletoads. I remember it was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Battletoads
What
is
was
a
it
big
last
one.
year? Did he even have one last year?
Oh, wasn't what I think last year's was quite a plain one, just
Oh, it was
related
for
to
the X, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
for the X.
Oh yeah.
That was last year.
I think it will. I do like Phil Spencer actually. I think he's very
Yeah.
No, he's great. He's one of
Yeah.
the better interview subjects as well.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We had him on
great.
the stage last year, and he was very candid about wanting to be working with Sony and stuff.
Yeah.
Are we going to see anything from hardware?
So I don't think we're going to see any new hardware. What he mentioned earlier, the price drop, I'm pretty sure that will be the thing. But sort of along those same lines, I really want to see what they're going to do with their services, right? Which includes all the backwards compatibility, and even something like Game Pass. Maybe combining that with Xbox Live to really just amp up the value there for people.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the sort of thing they need, is that communication to the people who own their console, that like, hey, we care about you. Because I mean, consider where they came when the Xbox first launched, right? All this sort of quote unquote anti-consumer stuff that pissed everyone off. They've made a lot of headway and then
Yeah.
some in terms of making that a thing of the past, and that's the momentum they need to keep running with.
People, maybe it's the Game Pass that people were mentioning, but people were critiquing them for like sneakily returning to what they first announced with the Xbox One, as far as what like was originally perceived as anti-consumer.
Right. Well, the difference is that it's not forced upon you. It's not the only way to do things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think now that it's an option, if it was always an option to begin with, I don't think anyone would have been upset.
What about what are we actually going to see? People think there's going to be more Battlefield during Microsoft.
So
Sure.
I was quite surprised. So the way that they did Battlefield yesterday was they had a couple trailers, didn't really see any gameplay, and then they released gameplay on Nvidia's.
Yeah, it was specifically like 1080p or not 1080p, a 1080 GPU,
Yeah,
GA, yeah.
That was very strange.
Yeah, and it was
to
like,
me.
here is it running up, and it was probably the most like real looking gameplay. Like it was just a match,
Yeah.
and I was kind of surprised to see that after the fact.
Yeah. So I was very surprised we didn't see it yesterday. I do think, given that it seems like Xbox has the marketing stuff for Battlefield
Right.
5, I think we'll probably see some today.
Yeah. We'll probably see a little bit of Assassin's Creed, honestly. I
Yeah.
think just a little nice tease,
Yeah.
considering all the partnerships they had with Ubisoft for Origins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. What else we got? Let's talk a little bit about indies. So Xbox obviously typically goes very hard on independent stuff. So
Yeah.
last year we had Cuphead finally releasing.
Yeah, to Acclaim. Yeah, it was great.
I mean,
People were seeing those devs at E3 as well on Twitter.
oh, the
I
Cuphead
wonder if they're
guys.
gonna like.
Tacoma at the event last year as well, which
Oh right,
was previously just on. It was first released on Xbox.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps is sometime this year, right? It'll release
I'm-
finally.
Not sure. I
'Cause
remember
that game-
seeing it last
excited for
year, and they didn't really talk that much about it. They just had a very beautiful trailer. I would like to see more from Ori because I thought that game was great.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite games of 2015. The Blind Forest, Ori 2 or Will of the Wisp. I don't even think there's a 2 on it. I'm really excited for that. I mean, it's not like a system seller if I don't already have an X or anything, but I would very much like to see more of that.
What about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? I don't even know if that's where you throw the punctuation and the S in there, but that's still a thing that they have in their back pocket, and I know it's like lost a lot of steam in the wake of Fortnite, obviously, but
Their Twitter feed's a bit weird at the moment.
is it?
Yeah,
What's
it's
going on with it?
every time another game announces a battle royale mode, they are kind of like tweeting at them, going, "Welcome to the family."
Oh yeah, it's really awkward actually. But I mean, and the later updates on PC have kind of like borked that game in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But the Xbox version is kind of like back a couple steps. Like they just got the desert
Right.
map on Xbox, so I don't know. Maybe they could talk about the Xbox version and things. Like it even have something unique to that. Like who knows?
Right.
PUBG like has to do something anyway. They're kind of in a weird spot. So
There was a quick clip that was on a game called Ashen. I don't know if they're going to replay that. No, they're not. Okay. Do you guys remember that game at all? I saw you looking at it
yeah.
when it
Ashen.
popped up there.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot about it.
No, it's
It looks
the
interesting.
kind of I hate to say it, Dark Souls esque.
Oh, yeah. The first one of the show.
We need a jar. I said this yesterday. We need a jar for Battle Royale. We need a jar
Yeah.
for just like E3 crap lingo that you kind of use.
Speaking of indie games and games that will never release, what about Below?
Yeah, that'll come out.
Right. But
Yeah,
it's been,
yeah, you
that's-
think so?
I do, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not saying it won't, but like remember the last like 5 years they kept saying, or they're like, when's it gonna come out? They're like, oh, soon, we'll announce it soon. But then they keep, it's not even like official delays. They just have all the time in the world. Because that's an idea at Xbox title, right?
Swear it was at a showcase. Like
It's at like 6
4
showcases.
Yeah,
months
people
ago.
have played it, yeah.
Like,
Well,
it
for
is.
years.
No, I've played it. I
Yeah,
played
no,
it
I
at
know.
PAX West in 2015.
Right. No, but to your
Oh,
point about
wow.
them
Yeah.
having all the time in the world, I
Right.
mean, so I don't think that there's any timetable set for them by Microsoft, and and Cappy Games, the developer, is getting a lot of work from licensees and stuff like that. So I think they're just taking the time to make it the game they want it to be.
Well, that's
honestly.
good.
Yeah.
Because I really liked what I played. Again, I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, dude, that game's been playable for such a long time, and it was great when I played it. It's one of those things you just want to like lose yourself to.
Yeah, we've got it
Yeah.
up on screen right now.
Yeah.
Just
Because they started first making this when like that roguelike renaissance hit its
Yeah, it
peak.
was, yeah.
And that's kind of, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I know that procedural generation is involved, but it's also, they're kind of going for a little bit brutal difficulty. But
Yeah.
I really loved the art style and I loved the actual pacing of it from
Yeah,
dungeon to dungeon.
The atmosphere is really good too.
Yeah.
it reminds me a lot of Monument Valley in terms of the art
Yeah,
style.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
now there's
yeah,
survival
absolutely.
aspects, which
Yeah.
is like coming back big time now and everything. Like Fallout 76 seems to be like huge on
That's
survival.
the one thing I'm not really keen about at the moment.
Survival?
Survival.
Yeah, I'm okay if battle royale is out there, but yeah, survival stuff. It always feels like a lot of busy work added into a game when I just want to move forward with my experience, my life. my
Yeah, I
virtual
can
life.
bring that. Yeah, I
Like
understand
Fallout
that.
4, I remember when I didn't think they needed that at all. But I returned to Fallout 4 recently. Obviously, Bethesda's tonight. We could probably talk more then. But that does seem to be, it's like Battle Royale, and then a lot of games do seem to be almost like shoehorning the survival or like community building into their games. Like
Like
what
Metal Gear.
it was. Survive?
Yeah.
That poor
play that
game.
at all.
That
Yeah.
poor game
Poor
sent
game.
out to die in the dust. Another rumor that's been going around is Rocksteady.
Yeah.
We
Superman?
haven't seen anything from them since Batman VR a couple years ago. I know Timur is. I was in the cab coming to the office with Timur this morning, and he said if Rocksteady announce a new game, I might actually die.
Is there a rumor or is it just like wishes?
There are
Superman
rumors,
specifically.
So there were
Yeah.
rumors for a while about it would be a Suicide Squad game. There were rumors of a Damian Wayne game.
That could be cool. He's a cool Robin.
He's a little. I'm not gonna swear, but Damian Wayne is like one of my favorite Batman characters, just because of if you read like Batman and Son and stuff, he is just a great character. He's a very different take on it because he's been. He's like Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul's son.
Protege?
Yeah, and he kind of embodies that more than the wanting to actually save people. He's so much darker, and I think if that becomes a game, I would really enjoy that aspect of it rather than just being.
Right.
There was a WB tweet I think it was like 2 days ago. They tweeted and it showed the logo, well, the Warner Brothers logo, but with like, it almost looked like Infinity Stones at first. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Marvel game, but
right, yeah.
it showed like a glowing green. Someone said it looked like a Doctor Who cover. There's one of the seasons or one of the Doctor Who characters. There's like a cover for the season where it's like 6 different people with these wands with red, blue, green, yellow. But it was WB said like, oh, coming soon, and it showed their logo with like a very new look to it. I don't know that there was anything to connect it to Superman or anything to connect
Kryptonite?
to Batman. But it was like
Yeah.
just blue
green.
and red as well.
Oh,
No, not
maybe
okay.
they were doing it like the Justice League, the posters they ended up doing towards the end of their marketing
Right.
campaign, where like everyone had a very identifiable color.
What if they did a Justice League game? That'd be dope.
If they made
I
a
trust Rocksteady.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to see them tackle the. Because did you ever read the comics like the Death of Superman when he basically
No. Oh, I know about it.
I know it.
like-
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
read it.
really interesting kind of spin that really reignited people's interest in Superman when there was none in the early '90s, and that I would love to see them tackle that.
My
that
favorite
would be my
Superman.
fear if it was Superman, because obviously he's the Man of Steel. He's
Right, yeah,
pretty
like-
much invincible. And
Right.
how do you make that a compelling video game?
Without just relying on kryptonite,
Right.
always.
Right.
Did you read Red Sun at all?
Yes.
That was my favorite.
That's so good.
For those who don't know, it's when he, instead of landing in Kansas, he landed in Siberia and became like this like Russian Cold War icon.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope.
And then Lex Luthor had to like pretty much construct this Frankenstein's monster to fight him.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Oh,
sounds
and
good.
then
It'd be
Batman
kinda-
is
be
is
awesome.
like a terrorist basically.
Yeah,
and
but he's got
wearing,
like a
he's wearing a
yeah,
hat.
he's got the fur cap. It's all of the DC characters like reimagined as if they were Russians. It's awesome.
It's very very good.
It'd be very
a
timely
little
now.
timely. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I was gonna say that's a little timely.
There's a nuke.
Yikes.
Trump's in it. It was weird though. He wasn't a dick back
Don't
then.
invoke that.
Just kidding. He was in Home Alone. What
I
a
watched
weird
Home Alone 2
tangent.
last night, actually.
Really?
Why? What? For what?
In June.
Just, I wanted to feel good about myself,
That's good.
about life.
Home Alone 2 specifically.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like Lost in New York.
Yes.
With the
Is that your?
subtitle
Do you
in
like
it.
that
asking
better or
me-
the first one?
Keep trying to confirm and verify.
What's your favorite one?
of the two?
Yeah.
Starring
The
Macaulay
third movie,
Culkin.
actually.
No, of the two.
The first one.
2's the right answer.
I don't think I've ever seen
what?
Although I do like when he's gonna call the cops. It's like, what, from a treehouse? It's a very good line.
McAllister's too confident at that point. He's too cocky. There's only like a few moments of vulnerability. That first movie, that he goes through a transformation.
How did
Hey,
Speaking
it's
of
me.
transformations,
Wait,
Ex-
I didn't get it.
I was gonna say
His only transformation in this film is that he learns that the homeless lady is really nice, and he gives her a turtle dove, and that's
that's lovely.
Joe Pesci, what a
So,
psycho.
so speaking of transformations, Xbox could really go through.
Yeah,
one.
I am very, very excited for this press conference. More so than I thought I would be. I think they have the potential to be the most exciting one
Yeah.
if they pull it off. But what?
I think I said that 15 minutes ago.
I know. I'm just reiterating
And
what
you're
you
right,
said.
God damn it.
But I also love, I'm excited to see a new Halo. I don't want them to just show the Halo and those stuff, but I'm excited to
Right.
see that.
I
I'm really
want
excited.
I
Give
want
Halo
them
all the
so
grief you
bad
want.
to go out and be like, sorry, we ruined Cortana. I'm so sorry, specifically to you, Callie, that we ruined Cortana, and we're gonna fix it in Halo 6. That's my biggest hope. I'm really upset about Cortana.
I didn't like Halo 5's story as much, but I liked the game a lot.
The actual gameplay's good. Yeah.
And also, the multiplayer, I liked a ton. Despite the fact that they were, throwing, those MOBA aspects into it, I think they actually incorporated those well. So if they could take aspects of Royale and put them into Halo, kind of borrow and, cherry pick from Royale. We were saying we wish Battlefield did that, but then Battlefield came out and announced an actual Royale mode.
Yeah.
Royale
don't know.
Battlefield.
I want them to incorporate those elements into what makes Halo great and not just, become something else, which
Right.
they've done before.
Yeah.
So my hopes aren't crazy high.
That's the thing. I've never really been that excited about a new Halo game,
Oh.
which is I play them and I kind of enjoy them, but I've never really super got into it. And so I kind of hope that if we do get a Halo 6, that could be the one that convinces me to properly get into Halo.
Yeah, not gonna lie, if I heard the Halo music, I would immediately cry. Probably.
Yeah.
Get it.
I
on
would
the-
immediately
Halo.
start crying. So that's where I'm at
That's one of my
emotionally
favorite,
with Halo.
It's like Zelda, Resident Evil, Halo are
Yeah.
my favorite franchises. And it's Halo's 343 has done some things with Halo. I don't think I appreciate that they're trying to toy with the formula, and I would like them to keep doing that, but I would like them to do it better. If that's was that
Yeah.
diplomatic enough? I'm excited for
diplomatic.
6. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
what Chief's up to, what Locke is up to, all those people.
Yeah.
There were some cool characters in Halo 5, actually.
Is that the one with,
And I'm one of those people who read The Fall of Reach, so I knew who the characters were, and I realized that it's a huge flaw in the game that if you didn't read
Did-
that book, you
you
have no
won't
idea who Fred and
really
Linda and
understand.
Kathy are. Kathy.
Listen, don't bring my mom into this.
Spartan. So this is Assassin's Creed and Halo will have Spartans now.
Very good.
And Call
I
of Duty
wasn't
Black
trying
Ops
to joke.
4.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Everyone's going Spartan crazy for this one. We've got a couple of minutes until Xbox kicks off, if they kick off on time. Hopefully they do. Guys, what are you most looking forward to? What would be the thing that would make Xbox win E3 for you? Pete, let's start with you.
I gotta go back to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
If they can really just
Yeah.
blow us away with incredible Cyberpunk footage,
Yeah.
that would right now make me the happiest I've been so far.
Do you reckon they would do the whole cinematic trailer into gameplay thing that's
Yeah.
become very popular over the last few years?
We know it's going to be an RPG, but there's so much we don't know about it. If they showed gameplay, blow
Yeah.
my nips off. That'd be awesome. I can't wait.
That's happened so many times. Do you still have?
No,
Damn.
they're hanging
been
by
a
a
little-
thread already. Second day of E3. I kind of hijacked that conversation. Cyberpunk is definitely what I'm looking forward to most. See what CD Projekt's been up to. I think I did that right.
Wow.
I just say CD Projekt.
CD Projekt.
Yeah.
Callie?
I mean, it's basic, but I'm also extremely excited for Cyberpunk. But I think for Xbox to win E3 for me, I would need there to be some surprises, some really big, new surprises, for it to be that exciting. But yeah, I'm really stoked for Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, definitely for me. Also, I mean, hopefully if the Rocksteady stuff happens, because that is just an incredible studio. They create incredible games. All my fingers crossed for that. Maybe I also I really appreciate what Xbox does with indies and giving them like so much stage time every year at E3. So hopefully we get to see more really cool things. There were some really cool ideas last year. I think they had like 40 odd games or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
I want to see more of those. But at the same time, I want surprises from Microsoft.
Yeah,
I think-
and that's what E3's all about, anyway,
Yeah.
right? Tell us some stuff we don't know about.
Really brief
Yeah.
side note talking about indies, and you mentioned Tacoma on their stage earlier. What has Fulbright been up to now that Tacoma's out? Like, I think it'd be too early to talk about it this year, maybe next year.
All right, we are going to go into the Xbox E3 showcase. Make sure to stay tuned and come back and join us after. We'll be discussing all new announcements. See you in a bit.
Bye.
This is the Xbox E3 2018 briefing. Please welcome the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
With Halo Infinite, we will join Master Chief on his greatest adventure yet to save humanity. We're now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming. We can't wait to show you what Creativity Unleashed looks like for you. So to all the gamers around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater, welcome to E3 2018. I'd like to personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest. 100% of the proceeds from your FanFest tickets are going to Gamers Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite worlds. It's a great cause. That's what I appreciate most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us. It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition and our deepest conversations about the stories within games. Most of all, gaming fosters real community. It reaches across age, ability, race, gender, and geography. This is why I've always believed and will always believe that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold stories that inspire the hero within us. Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are delivering the art form we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from big studios to single developers, creators who seize the full power and potential of Xbox One to express their most daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work, and ours. 50 games. 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Some will be first-timers on this stage, and others will be first-timers on any stage. All are imagined by the industry's greatest talents. All demonstrate what true artisans can create: mind-blowing art, immersive sound effects, breathtaking worlds. So let's jump in.
Exclusive. World premiere.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet. Some time has passed since I found you. Your master still lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline. The limb you have lost will give way to something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth. Your death won't come easily.
Please welcome, from Bethesda Game Studios, Todd Howard.
How's everybody doing? Oh, it's great to see everybody again. You know, actually, the Bethesda event is a few hours right after this across the street. And Phil said to me, I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by? And look, I know Phil is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind. Now backwards compatible. And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4. And now we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4 launching today. And hey, since we're here, we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look at Fallout 76. Yes, Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games, and it is our biggest one yet. It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76.
This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
World premiere.
Spirit of my silence, I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you, and I don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to begin.
It's just me, Captain Spirit. This is Chris to the Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted.
Chris, breakfast.
Okay, Dad. You're drinking beer?
I don't need a lecture from my son.
I always get picked last for the team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency!
You're too weak to fight me.
This time, you won't get away from me.
He was gonna get it done in the fall. It is alright.
I miss Mom's smile.
Me too.
Nobody's friend.
You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
But I really doubt.
Captain Spirit is here!
I think you're a vision.
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download for free from June 26th.
Exclusive.
Commander Jack on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me. Big, beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam. Chop, chop, chop. It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming! You gotta build up that raw power. Grab more, grow more, nama, nama, nama. Big, bigger, Jackson! Then you need that fire power. Homing rocket gun, bullseye. Vortex cannon, see ya! Graviton tether. Have you two met? And the most powerful weapon of all, me. And then I roll out like a boss. I can push off fools, pull up the side of a building, or even bust out my very own tank. Oh, yeah. Boom, shakalaka! guys just won't quit. They got math, mad scientists, and mad a master plan. Here we go! The hits just keep on coming. Boom! Whack, whack, mother! Crackdown 3.
We will take back our world from the scourge of the machines. Glory to mankind.
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door. Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen.
Let's move out, Artyom.
They want blood, they will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
And if the heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm. So you got me, you damned heretics. Artyom, jump!
Metro had me at its gritty visuals, brutal landscapes, and its mystery of the ruins above ground. What I love about our art form is the vast range of creative expression, from grim post-apocalyptic battles to hand-painted spirit guardians. Whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell, whatever sound effects they use, we will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best on Xbox One. Like this next game, generations have loved role-playing games from Inventive Studios in Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series. For the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
It's cold! guess he's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Look, even the sea's turning to ice. Wow. A walking, talking snowman. You really are alive.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope, never met him. Don't know anyone blue, green, or who's oddly spiky.
Give me strength.
Whoa! Yeah! Ha! Take this!
Look out!
Whoa. That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Herc! Look out! Oh!
Things they don't really mean. Oh, you're only everything I ever dreamed.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa accept? Light or darkness? I know I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
So if you're gonna think twice, baby, I don't wanna know, baby, I don't wanna know.
This Keyblade.
Who's that?
Mickey. You're too late.
Exclusive.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people. Besides, the conversation with my friend here has reached a bit of an impasse. I think he just needs a moment to cool off. Now, I sense that you brought me something to inspect. Show me.
Oh.
The waves of change roll throughout the seas, and a new land is revealed. The Forsaken Shores. A place of darkness, where fire and ash consume all. And from the depths, skeleton crews will rise to curse the seas. An ancient evil set loose upon the Sea of Thieves. You have delivered unto me a portent of doom most terrible.
Oh!
You just wanted to know how much it was worth, didn't you? Fine, I'll give you 10 for it.
har altid syntes, at landet deres var vakkert og forstyrrende. Da jeg kom hit som barn, fortalte de mig historier om skabninger og monstre. Vi ved, at nogen er derude. Og fortæl mig, hvem det er.
Exclusive world premiere. Please welcome, from Playground Games, Ralph Fulton.
Thank you so much. It is fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain. Forza Horizon 4 features dynamic seasons in a shared open world, and seasons change everything. Let me introduce you to some of our team who will be helping demo the game today. Please welcome Bill, who is online with a few friends in the beautiful English countryside. He has chosen the incredible new McLaren Senna. And say hi to Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. Solomon is driving the Hoonigan Ford Focus. And please welcome Andy, whose off-road buggy is perfect for taking jumps, scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in her highly customized Nissan Silvia. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and it's the perfect day for a drive. Forza Horizon 4's Britain is a shared open world. When you play with the entire community. And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be real people with all the variety, spontaneity, and fun that real people bring. Let's join Bill. He's in the same shared world as Rebecca, driving at speeds made even more thrilling on Xbox One X by the brand new 60 FPS mode. Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby. As you can see, Horizon 4 is still full of action-packed fun. And now we're going to show you how seasons change everything. In Horizon 4, every season changes the world around you, with each bringing its own unique beauty and unique gameplay. One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet. Here, Solomon and Rebecca use the new Quick Chat feature on the D-pad to start a new friendship. It looks like Rebecca has found some like-minded friends. It's great to play solo, but it's better to play with others. Horizon 4 lets you seamlessly enter co-op from within the game world. Seasons, time of day, and weather conditions are dynamic, but they are synchronized for every player, so the entire community will experience them at the same time. Now, as much as we'd all love to sit and watch the sun go down together, let's see how this scene looks in winter. The entire open world changes beyond recognition. In winter, the lake has frozen solid, and previously inaccessible areas can be reached. The trees have entirely lost their leaves, and snow and ice cover the terrain. The visuals and the driving experience couldn't be more different. And now a blimp has appeared over the ice to signal the start of a new world event. Forzathon Live invites the entire community to come together and cooperate to win big rewards. And while they head off to the event, I'd like to show you how the world of Forza Horizon 4 looks in spring. Once again, the world changes completely with the seasons, bringing new driving experiences, new gameplay, and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza Horizon 4, and the huge, creative, fun-loving Horizon community will be there to enjoy them with you. Today, you've seen a completely new take on Horizon. In Forza Horizon 4, you will live in a vast, beautiful world in which dynamic seasons change everything. Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 on October 2nd, and I am thrilled to announce that it will be included in Xbox Game Pass on the same day. Thank you so much.
Please welcome back Phil Spencer.
We know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. My team and I take our commitment to you seriously, to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console. This is why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox. We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio, The Initiative. Led by Daryl Gallagher, a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years. This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios. This studio caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second Infestation, Into the World, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive. Now, it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games. This is one of the highest-rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open-world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later. And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to Microsoft Studios. I met Nina and Tamim when we collaborated on Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce, Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game we couldn't get out of our heads. A game that captivated us with its strong, fresh, and intense storytelling. We Happy Few is nearing its full release to gamers everywhere. So please help me in welcoming all of our new studios. By joining us at Microsoft Studios, these 5 new teams will have the resources, the platform, and creative independence to take bigger risks, create even bolder worlds for you.
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Oh, Ollie.
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile. And when you smile, you can't help being happy.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No! It's better not to know.
Wakey, wakey, everybody. And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. Do what you should be doing, and you never have to worry.
Sally?
Arthur, we're practically the only 2 people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the blackberry?
You've gone too far this time.
People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Exclusive.
World premiere.
Reaching out for no man's land to take a breath and take a chance and walk 1,000 nights to change the world. Where to go, when to start, who to trust, what to say. Found them all, just need someone to share. Smile in the dusk every day to carry on. Aim so strong, I am so strong to go. Living in the past is not the way to live. I wish you could hear me say that I miss you. Why were we there back to back? Why were we there face to face? I must be alright when you're in the dark. If you lose me somewhere and your tears are in the air, I will ring a bell until you feel me by your side.
World premiere.
Washington, D.C., the most heavily protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel. In the event of an attack, critical personnel are evacuated, underground shelters open, while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus. 27 days after patient zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers. Civilians were left in the streets.
America is on the brink of collapse. But some people have survived. Gardens grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, brother fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
Matt, that crash site is just ahead. Duke, Kit, did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Closer this time.
Charles Darwin surmised that the flower was pollen by an undiscovered moth. 21 years after
Look at this parachute. Dropped right through the ceiling. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, that'll come in handy. So you guys are coming, or what? Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas. Ah, here's the door.
Karpinski, it's the division.
Hey, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see you.
We got a boy here who's gonna die without his meds. Those True Sons assholes confiscated him, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay, meet us at the sinkhole? Yep. Okay, sure.
I don't know what else to do.
Wow. Okay. Definitely from the capital. You should have a new side mission on the map.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Okay, do it after the crash site? Sounds good. They're just ahead of us, Matt. Hey, I see you. I'll be up in a sec. Kit, we gotta get you leveled up.
I know. Please help. I've been busy.
Toxic chemical residue detected.
A lot of loot down there.
Hey, you guys should really check this out.
Almost there. So that's the control point.
Hey, wait for me.
Crap, they have a tank. Yep, I see him.
Don't aggro him yet.
Let me adjust my build.
Got my crossbow and chem launcher. Chem cloud out. Matt, can you flank them and get a clear shot?
I'll take that sniper on top. Wait for it. Got her. Matt, look out. All right, let me try to get that tank off you. More bad guys on the other side of the plane.
Grenade, grenade.
Dude, come on.
Yep.
Matt, I need your help. Over here. Seeker mine out. Whoa. Oh, I'm stuck. Use a little help. Thanks, Matt. Oh, there's a dude rushing through the plane. Guys.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Got him. I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on. Get that weak point.
Oh, crap. Matt, watch out. Setting my drone.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
I've got this guy behind the tank.
Map of the hive, nice.
All right, just lay it on him.
Again?
Drone down.
Oh, there goes his armor.
Ah. You're on your own.
Keep going.
Good job. Level up.
Level 30.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
All right, flare is up. Control point is ours. Nice. Guys want to check out the plane? Let's go.
Analyzing ballistic residue.
Looks like a rough landing. Jesus.
Whoa, that's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
So, game plan. Take the capital back.
I think we're ready.
3, 2, 1, go, 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 go.
Please welcome the head of engineering, Xbox Game Pass, Ashley Spiker.
This is a special time for gamers.
We've never had so many incredible games to play. Storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases, and cult classics. Genres we love, and genres we'd love to explore. There's only one problem. Too often we are forced to choose one amazing game over another. So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all? The answer, Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play. And your response has blown us away. Not only are you playing more games, you are spending more time gaming. Freedom of choice is leading to more discovery, more play, and more fun. And we couldn't be more inspired to keep building and unlocking more for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current ready-to-start system, which is manually configured, Fast Start uses machine learning techniques based on how gamers actually play games. And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are refined over time. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start will launch for select titles in the June update coming later this month. Ultimately, it all comes down to the games. We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo: The Master Chief Collection, coming later this year. We also plan to release all new exclusive games from Microsoft Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day as their global release. Every month, we'll also bring new games from leading creative studios into your Xbox Game Pass library. Games like Ashen, Warhammer Vermintide 2, After Party, and Phoenix Point, all available in Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release. So that's what's next. But let's talk about what's happening today. Tom Clancy's The Division. The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. And Fallout 4. All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K, and all of them playable today in Xbox Game Pass. Thank you to all of the developers working with us to bring freedom of choice to gamers around the world with Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
I thought I knew why I came here. I saw it. The end. It was so vivid. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
You said you were going out, but I heard you through the wall. I said don't go far. You had me searching for a reason, but I was in the dark.
We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
Let's think this through.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What have I done?
What a shame you can't hear me. I speak louder. Thought you could keep me in reserve.
I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe.
Could I hold myself back? Well, you fed me a fable, but I know the taste of mine.
You don't know that you caused all this, Laura!
You need to trust me.
We have to trust each other.
I speak louder.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
Exclusive.
They say I'm like Bruce Willis, unbreakable, die hard. True sickness, put this mic on the tripod, but I'm not Chow Yun Fat. Break, I'm still a pillar of stone. Flows into your skull, lash on your whole militia like I'm Hannibal. Imagine you the antelope, and I'm the king of the jungle. Animal instinct, phenomenal stamina. Just think about a man on the brink of insanity. And it's me, you not a rapper, you a movie star. Checking who we are, be the booty tar. Molotov cocktail, checking you'll get scored as who regardless. A marvelous, majestic. All my power harness shit, my spoken word like a Voltron sword. And these poems close to arsenic, every madly, deadly, come
That's
your
powers that be.
It's in you,
It's in me.
and MC.
That's all we know.
The powers that be,
It's in you. It's in me.
in MC.
That's all we know. The powers that be.
It's in you, it's in me,
And MC.
that's all we know.
The powers that be. It's in you.
It's in me, in MC.
Exclusive.
They say you only live once. I beg to differ. I was born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times. My first home was Altanova. The curiosity I gained there cost me my first life. I awoke again in Tarif, village of the sorcerers. I once thought that this would be my true home. Everything changed when I started to ask the forbidden questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert? Who was was it that was calling me from the depths beyond the desert? The world never paid heed to such questions. They just fought on, blinded, and hungered for more and more of the power. It is time that I, at long last, reveal the hidden secrets once and for all. Come to me, if you dare to learn your true wretched self. Behold, I am Elezra, the darkness born from the desert.
World premiere.
We've known each other a long time. Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through! You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew! Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
Please welcome, from Capcom, producer Matt Walker and director Hideaki Itsuno.
As director, I wait 4 years for this. Thank you so much. DMC is back. English is hard. Matt, you do it.
Of course. It's been 10 years since Devil May Cry 4 was released, and fans have been asking for a true sequel ever since. So this is our response, loud and clear, that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back. Early on in the development of Devil May Cry 5, we set our sights on creating something that was going to have world-class visuals. So we've scanned fully costumed models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and responsive as well. So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver that amazing gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think that we've made something that feels better than any action game we've ever created.
Hold on. すべてのファンの皆様のために一番の自信作ができました。期待してもらって大丈夫です。よろしくお願いします。
Itsuto-san says that he is convinced that this is the best game that he's ever made because we made it for you, our fans. And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
Have a great E3!
Exclusive. Exclusive.
That tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer, or teaming up with Xbox Live friends to slay zombies, gaming is an incredible community. We've always believed that building community is vital for gaming. There's real power in our shared experience, sharing the same world, the same seasons, the same campaigns. And there's real meaning in sharing our love of gaming with fellow gamers. This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our briefing, everything you show you will be world premiere games no one has seen before. Starting off with something entirely new from our friends at Bandai Namco. On my last trip to Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere. There are worlds that exist, separate from our own. where the impossible is reality. They consist of both good and evil. These worlds were never meant to meet. But things have changed. Now, they have begun to merge as one. And our last hope are the heroes we could only imagine, uniting to fight for our survival. Jump Force. Unite to fight.
World premiere.
It's been 15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we are the worms. We burrow in it, fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the horrors of the day.
I know not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto here. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
Get him! You're dead now!
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come. You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night, and good luck.
Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avellone.
Hi, I'm Chris Avellone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected emerge from the depths of the city to feed on anyone they can find. At the same time, we invite you to a new vision of the post-apocalypse, a bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this. Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with 2 survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
You going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another. After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level, and that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safer for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side. Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this, in turn, attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
Exclusive world premiere.
A lot of time has passed. You've gotten soft, complacent. You always knew this day would come. You always knew the 3 of you would be needed again. You always... Wait, what? A brand new game featuring body morphing genre mashups, 3-player couch co-op, 4K hand-drawn 2.5D graphics, and broad, non-specific feature declarations. They're back.
World premiere.
I was born to fight wars that no army could win. There was no fear, no failure. But the rules have changed. The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
Does that happen a lot? Want me getting shot at? All the time.
World premiere. From the Coalition, please welcome studio head Rod Ferguson.
"13 years ago, when I began my Gears of War journey, we had no idea how big this franchise would become. And as it's grown, we've dreamed of taking it to new places and different ways to reach even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin to the world of Gears. And mobile is not the only new place we're going. I'm excited to also announce a true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre, Gears Tactics. You create a whole new squad 12 years before Gears of War 1 as they hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities. It's our take on the classic turn-based strategy genre with a character-driven story, faster, more aggressive gameplay, a customizable squad and equipment, and of course, it wouldn't be a Gears game without a massive boss battle. We look forward to sharing more about Tactics with you soon. But it's not just about going to new places. It's also about having new experiences. And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5. As Kate, you'll journey across the biggest and most beautiful world we've ever created, with the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and within Kate herself. In this moment from the game, Kate leads a rescue mission to a remote village, but something goes horribly wrong.
Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here. Of course.
Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Del, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
What?
Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's? Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there. No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me?
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice.
Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates. No, Corporal, you're coming back to New Ephyra. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to fix this.
Hey, watch her. Her necklace? That's a locust symbol.
Yeah, so?
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters or are we the prey?
Hey, what are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
In the entire history of Xbox, in the entire history of E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and play all of the great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass. Today, we showcased more games than we ever have before. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Today, we shared our most diverse gaming portfolio in every measure, from breadth in art style, genre, and cultures, range in subject and setting, scale and story, and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox. The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly challenging ourselves. Where can we take gaming next? Our answer? We commit and harness the full breadth of our resources at Microsoft to deliver on the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console-quality gaming on any device. Not only that, we are dedicated to perfecting your experience everywhere you want to play, on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered unprecedented performance with Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming. And let's talk about our games themselves. We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. And as you saw earlier, we are making one of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources, so we can declare to you today and next year and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. So choose the games you want to play. There are worlds to be saved, heroes to be made, and legends to become. Together. Thanks, and have a great Easter.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else. Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion. But it's there, just around the corner. And it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
What a show. Got some echo in the studio. Got a little bit of noise coming back at us here, but hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Lisa James, joined by Callie Plaguey.
Hello.
Peter Brown.
Hey.
Mike Mahadi. What a show from Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, they promised 50, what was it, 50 games, 18 exclusives.
100 minutes.
15 world premieres. And they did not disappoint. Probably their strongest show for a few years, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No question.
Like, should we start at the beginning? No. Can we talk about Cyberpunk? Just happened? Let's do Cyberpunk. We can. I was thinking just in case they didn't have the video, but we can definitely start with Cyberpunk. Who cares about them? Exactly. So we finally got another look at it.
Yeah, no actual gameplay just yet, but a whole lot of the world that we definitely didn't see before. It struck a very different tone from that one little dark alleyway, rainy street that we've seen with the girl and the bullet. It looks a little bit more vibrant than I expected.
Yes,
in a lot of ways.
Very different tone. I mean, a lot of mohawks. I was surprised that there you can, there's 2 right there. 3.
Right.
Sheer number of mohawks is astounding to me.
I love the amount of world building they conveyed in this trailer. Just through, I mean, you saw some sort of android. She was just doing her makeup, and then they went to show a fight club of some sort before they cut to all the crime and everything. And this kid just playing with VR.
Another mohawk.
It's a lot in juxtaposition. It's kind of hard for me to really pinpoint what this world is like.
Yeah,
if I'm honest,
or what you do have to engage with, because because it seems a lot less I mean, the original teaser is super haunting, and this is more just trash city for trash future.
But I've got a gun, so
yeah. I feel like it's one of those ones where there's so much going on in every frame that we're probably not looking at even the most interesting part of it.
Yeah. It's no fault to the trailer. I mean, it is cool to see all of these little things. Like if we did take each little vignette and break it down, I'm sure there's a lot we could distill. But
Sounds like a gallery we could possibly have on GameSpot.
Crap, you're right.
But it was to close the show with it. Bold move.
Yeah.
Very good. End on a real high note, I think, because people have been waiting for this for so long.
A big focus on vehicles, which doesn't completely surprise me, but maybe Roach is a car now.
Oh, you mean you can summon your car at any time?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
It was a Witcher joke.
It was a Witcher joke.
Yeah, but the focus on vehicles toward the end was kind of, I don't know, it looks good. There's still rumors that it was going to be a first-person shooter.
It could be.
It still could be.
I mean, it's definitely going to be an RPG, but I'm into it. Looks dope.
I'm glad to see more. I'm glad to see it's moving along.
Yeah. So kicking off the show was the rumored Halo Infinite. BioShock Infinite. No.
I did cry, I said.
You had a moment.
I cried a little bit. I didn't cry that much though. But it looks like the original Halo, as in the setting, not the game. Which I was not expecting that necessarily, but
another little bit of information was they're working in a new engine. Slip Space.
Yeah.
So no longer the Bungie engine they've been using for God knows how long. So that could be very interesting. I wonder, sounds bad. You don't really want to talk about too deep into engine talk, but that's very interesting to see that Microsoft is still encouraging and not just relying on the same old things. They're still innovating with engines and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to make X the default, they've got to build engines that are made to really take advantage of everything it can do, which is not super exotic compared to a regular Xbox, but still, you gotta keep technology moving.
We had another look at Ori. And the Will of the Wisps coming out 2019.
Yeah, I don't know if I missed out on previous trailers or I just wasn't paying attention, but that looked phenomenal. I know that it already looked beautiful, but in ways that I hadn't seen before.
Even the Blind Forest looked amazing, but I remember it must have been 2 years ago now. Or no, sorry, last year at E3 when they first showed Will of the Wisps, and it looked amazing already, but yeah, it does look great.
The amount of detail that they showed in this. Not this section necessarily. But I mean, you even could look at everything in the background moving independently. I mean,
I can already tell that owl is going to break my heart.
I know.
Well, your parent, I forget what she was.
Yeah, well, she dies.
She doesn't she? You revive her.
Yeah.
If you haven't played Blind Forest, but dang, this does look really good. This reminds me of Rayman Legends and that kind of art direction.
That fluidity, yeah. And as this trailer goes on too, towards the end, they start to introduce just really elaborate, large enemies and stuff. It's just
very, very beautiful.
Incredible.
Very excited to see this.
Some of the old mechanics. That looks new. He's got a sword now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about someone who we didn't expect to see on the Xbox stage. From Software.
Yeah, they teased out this game 6 months ago or something like that with a tweet, and just no one really knew what to think.
Was it the Game Awards? They originally had like a very brief, like 30-second thing, and they said something about
it was like a trailer, and it had like all the calligraphy in the background, and everyone was like,
"Oh, right."
It was a quote from the old Shadows Die Twice. Or
yeah,
whatever, right?
And that is the subtitle of the game.
It looks like From Software played Neo, and they're like, "We could do this better," and then went back and remade Neo. But
I mean, they have a lot of history when it comes to sort of aesthetics like this. Like at first, I was like, "Oh, is this Otogi or is it Tenchu or some weird hybrid of the two?" Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I know. I said that I was expecting more Japanese developers and publishers, but I wasn't expecting From Software.
And also to match them up with Activision as well.
Yeah, we both went, what?
Yeah, so people had heard there was the Activision game, a new unannounced Activision game. This is the last thing I would have expected.
Yeah. What I did like those, as you're watching it, you can see. I mean, maybe this is confirmation bias on my part, but you can see definitely influences from Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I even heard the backstab noise at one point.
Right.
I think at that moment is the backstab noise.
That looks like Bloodborne for sure.
Yeah.
At least it did when he was swinging that hatchet.
Yeah, I'm all about the skeleton aesthetic. That was cool.
That was the thing that I think we both just went, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who's been waiting for a new Onimusha game. Like Neo got close. This seems to be closer. Not in gameplay necessarily, but in tone and style.
Vomiting on your own.
I know. Was that guy vomiting like acid on his sword?
He's got like poison.
I didn't catch that the first time.
All right, moving on. We also had Todd Howard. He appeared on stage again, as he did a couple of years ago with the Fallout 4 reveal. To reveal more, Fallout 4 is coming to Game Pass. As we were talking about before the show, like third parties going to be added to Game Pass.
Yeah.
But he was also showing off another trailer for 76.
Yeah, another one of those slow walking through a wasteland and music to set the scene. I'm still gonna be cautious about getting too excited about
That's
this
like the old school Fallout 2 armor. John Luke and I were talking about that, but I do like the idea of a more overgrown Fallout world.
Yeah.
I mean, like I know New Vegas, it was less affected by the nukes than DC was, but this looks awesome. It looks like it's still very much like backwoods Appalachian. The setting itself looks like it could actually like be way more different than I thought it might be.
Yeah. I'm still very excited to find out like what it is we're actually going to be doing. Like I want to see more of that granular gameplay stuff, which I imagine will be coming tonight at Bethesda's reveal, as it did with the Fallout 4 reveal a couple of years ago. Right. But Todd did tease out a few bits of information. It's a prequel to all the previous Fallout games. It's 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's intimidating.
Part of me is like excited about that, and the other part of me is going, ooh.
How much time in my life do I have to devote to this?
Fallout 4 actually map-wise, I've been replaying it lately, and the map doesn't seem all that massive compared to what I thought it might be. But either way, what does it make? Fallout 16? 4 times.
Oh my God.
That thing's new. That mutant thing they just showed.
Yeah.
This looks really good though. For a Bethesda Game Studios game, at least. I mean, not that they're kind of giving them a pass sometimes.
That's fair.
It's in the same engine. They can gussy it up a little bit.
I mean, I thought Fallout 4 was like really ugly in lots of ways.
Brown.
And this looks a lot prettier than Fallout 4. So
we also had a new look at Life is Strange. Well, it's not Life is Strange 2. It's in the Life is Strange universe. It is
Captain Spirit.
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
To be precise.
Which is coming out, I think, end of June 26th.
Yeah,
you can play it.
I'm pretty jazzed about, I think, like the variety of the fantasies that this kid is going to have.
Yeah.
I hope it's a good canvas for creativity and just being silly and goofy.
Remind me of Calvin and Hobbes if Calvin grew up.
Sure.
But still held on to his imagination.
It reminded me a little bit of Macaulay Culkin. It's almost as if they were watching pre-show when we were talking about Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
I did almost tweet out but I restrained myself. Crackdown.
Yeah.
Still coming next year.
Very yelly trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of
I mean, I love Terry Crews. Don't get me wrong. There was so much yelling. I couldn't follow what was going on.
It was very fast paced. I'm gonna have to watch that again to make sure I caught everything.
Yeah, same.
The Nier stuff we already knew, but nice little trailer to go with it.
Same day as Don't Nod's new game, Captain Spirit, June 26th.
Yeah, June 26th. Metro as well. I mean,